Hello, my loves. Okay, so I made a blunder. As you can hear me, but as you can see, my lips are not moving. Well, now they are moving, but basically I recorded this look is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I recorded it. It was a chatty get ready with me. It was supposed to be a chatty get ready with me. However, as you can see, there's no audio. It didn't record any audio, which is so annoying. But I just love this look so much and I wanted to get it out just because it's beautiful, it's stunning. It's very Euphoria-esque. It wasn't supposed to be, but it's definitely given that. So I'm going to do an old school voiceover. Now, I apologise in advance because it might be jarring that the audio and the video are out of sync. But I'm going to try my best to make this work. Obviously, I didn't film it for voiceover purposes. So, can you guys hear my belly? Oh my gosh, I just had a bowl of oats as well. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry, yeah, let's just get straight in with today's look. So starting at first, as always, using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Spray. I love this. You guys know I do a two-step priming process. So I do a spray and I also do just a regular primer. So the first step is interchanging. So the first step could either be the cream primer, which is the one I'm using here. This is the Soft Matte from Fenty Beauty. I always get asked a lot of questions about this. It's also known as there's another name for it. So it's Soft Matte, but there is also another name for it. So I'll link it in the description because I don't think it comes up on sites as Soft Matte. But these two primers are legendary. Together, they are iconic. But even if you just wanted to buy one instead of the other, because we know makeup is expensive, they both work beautifully. And the Charlotte Tilbury I also use as a setting spray, but I also use it to prime the skin because it's that good. It is incredible. Moving on to brows, I'm using the Refi Brow Sculpt. This is another absolutely incredible product. It's so good. I know not everyone gets along with this one. The residue can jar a lot of people, but I just find it's unmatched when it comes to holding my brow hairs. I actually recently used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, which used to be my old favourite before this. So I used that recently, just because this is running out. So I was like, let me see if, what Old Girl was saying. And Old Girl she's not touching Refi Brow Sculpt, basically. So for me, when you want to hold the hairs on the brow down, nothing does it like Refi Brow Sculpt. Please excuse how disgusting the little brushes that it comes with, by the way. That needs to get washed. But yeah, this is such a good product. Just make sure you wipe off the excess above and below your brow, just so it doesn't interrupt with the actual makeup process. But I love that product. Amazing for brows. 10/10 would recommend every time. Also trying this is another irritating thing. I tried a whole bunch of new products today. And I was like kind of giving my feedback as I was using them. Like, oh, this is a hit. Oh, this is this. But obviously there's no audio. So I'm going to try and remember. I actually filmed this a while ago. I'm going to try and remember my opinions on them. The first thing is that Remsco beauty sponge. The brown one I showed a few minutes ago. I've been using that. I like it. I've been slowly introducing it into my routine just because when it comes to tools, I am a bit apprehensive to change. Just because my tools really, they make my whole look. But I like that sponge so far. The only thing I haven't tried using it for is setting my under eye with powder. That's a big step for me. So I'm easing myself into it. But so far, I love it. I love it with liquids and creams. It works really, really well with. And it's black owned. So that's a bonus. That is just an additional, love it. So as you can see, I've sculpted out my brows. Brows are all done. Now we are going to move on to the eyes. I'm using 2 products today. Guys, I literally cannot remember the name. I cannot remember the name of anything. I remember that the P. Louise and MMMitchell, that's Nitro. I can't remember the name of just the P. Louise base, but I will leave everything in the description below. I'll try and leave tools as well because I know you guys love it when I do that. But I basically take the Mitchell and P. Louise base first in Nitro. Look at that colour. Look at the intensity. Stunning. I didn't even use that much. Stunning. These bases, the P. Louise and Mitchell ones, are unreal. If you can get your hands on them, grab them. I'm so excited. I'm falling over my words. Amazing quality. So I basically just pack that onto the eyes, and then I start gently blending out the edge to soften it and to blow out upwards towards the eye. Now, I have quite a lot of space between my mobile eyelid, so the eyelid that you can see moving, and my brows. I have a lot of space in my upper eye area. So I definitely could have gone a bit more intense. But sometimes if I take it too far up, it's just a bit too intense. Sometimes I just want to keep the look quite close to the lash. So that's what I did today. So I basically take a fluffier brush, this one right here, and I just blend it softly, blend out the edges. I take some setting powder as well at this stage, just to set underneath my eyebrows, just because I hate the look of the wet concealer underneath the eyebrows, and also just to help the next colour I'm about to put on blend a lot easier. I can't do the whole blending powders on liquids thing. It's not a vibe, sorry. It's just not, it's too much struggle. And I know the girlies are doing it, the makeup artists, they're so good at it. But it's just too much friction between the wet and the dry base for me. Not a fan. So I take this yellow. The yellow is my transition. So after I set underneath the brows, I take the yellow shade. This is why I hate doing voiceovers. Jesus Christ is Lord. Because I feel like I'm not making sense. But hopefully with a combination of you watching what I'm doing and me piecing together some sort of vocab from the English language, you guys can find a way to recreate this. I pray. Otherwise, I'll just do this technique again with different colours. But I essentially just build the colours from the top to the bottom. And I know usually you're taught to teach from the bottom to the top. But I feel like with looks like this, when you put a base down, I just find sometimes it's just easier to put the base down, soften the edges. I'm showing you on the other eye now. Put the base down. So I like to use quite a firm brush to apply the base. Just so you know, it goes. If the brush is too fluffy, the base starts moving into areas I don't want it to move into. So nice firm brush. Then I go in with the yellow. Oh, I didn't even show you the bit. Basically, I go in with the yellow and then I start building the blue. When you do this, you essentially want to think of it in like 3 sections. So you've got the yellow, which is the outside, the blue on the eyelid, which is obviously like the blue on the eyelid. Sorry, that was my transition. The blue on the eyelid, and then I use the green to marry the yellow and the blue together. So it looks a lot more seamless and it's not just like yellow, blue. Do you know what I mean? So you've got the blue on the lid, the yellow as a transition, and then the green colour that you use to blend between it. I also did this funky, you know, graphic liner. The graphic liner girls, the girlies, the guilies, the people, they're really doing their thing. And I think graphic liner is going to be so big this year. I've done quite a basic one here. So if it's something you want to get into, it's a super basic one. I don't know why I haven't shown you how I did it. Kind of pointless to show you the finish, but not how I did it. I'm sorry, guys. I feel so rusty doing makeup tutorials, but I essentially do a regular wing and then bring it in. And that's it. I definitely need to do this look again with different colours. This is a shit show. I am so sorry. I'm just talking you here through the difference between the extra large Carnival palette and the regular Carnival palette. This Carnival range from Be Perfect, chef's kiss. Love it. 10/10. Would recommend to a friend. Now I'm going back talking about the primer, the soft matte primer. It's incredible. This is one of the best, if not the best products from Fenty Beauty, honestly. 10s across the board. Foundation, you guys. If you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen me already talking about this foundation. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it as well, actually. But this is the Beautiful Skin Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I mixed it with a little bit of the, what is that product called now? Oh, perfect. I can't remember what it's called. Flawless Filter. I mixed with a little bit of the Flawless Filter, also from Charlotte Tilbury. Bella actually put me onto that. She mentioned that she mixed them together and I was like, let me try it. Like, it could be a thing. It was nice. It was super, super nice. I don't know about longevity. The foundation on its own, the Beautiful Skin Foundation. So I mix 13 and 14 because the darker shades don't have warm. It's just chaos. The darker shades don't have warm tones. I have to mix 2 colours. The foundation itself, stunning and lasts so long, lasts beautifully on the skin. It doesn't break up or separate, which I find a lot of hydrating foundations do. But this is beautiful. The formula is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know about longevity with the Flawless Filter, but the foundation on its own, 10/10, absolutely love it. It's like Charlotte Tilbury sponsored this, but they didn't. I also use the contour one from Charlotte Tilbury. I've really, really been loving it. I would give it a 10. However, I'm using the darkest shade in the range. So for that alone, you cannot get a 10. I'm so sorry. But it is stunning. I just wish they would expand their range. Do you know what? Charlotte Tilbury gets away with a lot. Because when it comes to her products are so good. But when it comes to depth, it's lacking. A lot of her products don't have the range that they should have. I'm just here, sorry, talking away while you guys watch me do my makeup. But as I said, guys, I will link all of these products. They will be linked in the description. These liquid blushes from Mitchell, MMMitchell, made by Mitchell. Stunning. Have you ever seen a peach coloured blush blend out on a black girl like that before? Because I haven't. Beautiful blush. Love it. And I like to use my liquid blush before I start putting on all the powders. If I forget, I'll just grin and bear it and I'll put it on after. But ideally, I like to put it on before. Watching this back is so interesting because I definitely use a lot less powder on my under eyes now. But wow, you can open a bakery of the cake under my eyes. I feel like that's my signature, guys. I just like the way that looks. It can look a bit dry sometimes, I won't lie. It can look a bit dry. Sometimes I have to really go in with the setting spray. But it just looks so flawless. I can't cope. This brush that I'm using for blush is from Mariam's Mima Cosmetics. This brush is sensational for blush. It's like too many words. Like, actually, is the English language my first language? It is my first language, but you would think it wasn't the way I was falling over these words. So this is me using the setting spray again to set my face because it is iconic. I actually use 2 setting sprays. I'll usually use like a Morphe setting mist or like an Urban Decay Stay All Night, and then use the Charlotte Tilbury one because the Charlotte Tilbury one is very not that it's very mattifying, but with other setting sprays they kind of give you a dew effect when you use them. Not dewy effects per se, but it makes the powders look less powdery. The Charlotte Tilbury one does not do that, so I'll use a combination of both. Going right back into the under eye with Nitro, and I just put Nitro in the under eye because I just love Nitro itself as like a waterline thing. You guys know I use that. Even if I do a neutral eye, I'll use Nitro. But with this look, the way it's all come together, no. This look is sensational. I'm so sorry that I did not explain this well, but I'm hoping the visuals are good. If not, you guys have every right to be on me in the comments about redoing this with different colours, because I think I'm going to have to. The explanation just wasn't explanationing. The explanation just didn't explain. Oh, you guys, I tried to use my blush brush to contour. No. This is the 900, Real Techniques 900 brush. It's my old blush brush. No, would not recommend for contour. It's too fluffy. The hairs are too soft. It just kind of didn't really give a defining effect. It was a little bit too blown out for me. This brush, however, the Smith brush, goat. I'm doing my brows next. That Refi brow sculpt makes doing brows so easy. I barely fill it in. Because of the way it lays your hairs down, it does it in the way that your hairs already have a lot of definition because of the way it's been laid down. So when you put the powder in, I really am only filling in gaps and giving myself some fake hairs at the front. And I use the ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. Simple, easy. I love a nice defined brow though, so if that's not really your thing, then maybe give that a miss. Oh, I took my scarf off. I took my scarf off and I'm just showing you guys how I do these baby hairs. This is definitely one for you to just watch. I don't know, like, I'm not a huge fan of baby hairs, but one of my stylists, that's like her signature. And when she does it, I actually don't mind it. But typically I would opt for a lace front without baby hairs. Just because I'm grown. Not to say that they're childish, but I don't know, I'm just grown. Don't take offense for that. Do you guys know what I mean though? Like, I feel like I'm a bit too grown to be doing like the overly baby head thing, but it worked really well with this style. And this wig, I've been complaining about this wig for weeks. Honestly, I need to get a grip. Sorry, I'm just wetting my hair at this point. And the funny thing is, I actually saw a girl with this wig on TikTok. I think this is the story I'm telling right now. And her hair was laid. Her hair was stunning. And she was like, oh, this is the wig I got. So I was like, oh, like, bet. Let me get the same wig. It was from AliExpress. I'm talking about these products. These products are very important. If you do decide to get this wig, please know, number one, it's against my recommendation. And number two, you're going to need products because this hair requires a lot of work. It is so pretty, don't get me wrong. Like, look how pretty it is. But you need the gel and you need the serum. Otherwise, it's just Frizz City. And the lace on the unit is not thin. The lace is not thin, but it looks really nice on camera. And actually, when my stylist installs it, it looks super pretty. So I say all that to say, I will be wearing this hair again. I wouldn't recommend it. I think there's nicer curly hair, but I would be wearing it again. Oh, my outfit, the outfit portion. I got these leggings. I'm so mad, guys. The L on these leggings pinged off when I was in Dubai. That reminds me, I need to email Louise via Roma because I did not pay however much I paid for the L to ping off. But the leggings are from Mugler. The bag that I'm showing you right now is from YSL. In this clip, I'm basically talking about like the cost per wear and how I think this bag is probably like one of the best value designer bags for money. Honestly, I wear it so much. It was my first ever like over £1,000 designer bag, and 10 out of 10. I'm just wearing these Perspex Mills or heels, and that's my outfit. But seriously, when it comes to designer bags, especially if you're looking to get like your first one, go for something that you'll know you're going to get a lot of wear out, because that YSL bag, I wear it at least once a week, if not once every fortnight. I absolutely love it. Love, love, love it. I actually am not too sure what I'm talking about here. Probably talking about the placement of the hair. But if you guys want me to talk a bit more about like my designer purchases and, you know, how I rationalize which one I'm going to buy and so on and so forth, let me know. Because, listen, I have a whole bag of bags, for lack of a better word. I have my designer bag collection it's a lot really for someone my age, I would say. If you want me to speak more about like my designer bag purchases and, you know, what's worth the money and what isn't, because there's one or two stinkers, let me not lie. I think you're going to have one or two stinkers. Let me know. Anyways, we're talking about lip combo. This Starfish from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have no idea why they discontinued it. It feels anti-black. It is like the most perfect black girl nude and they discontinued it. I'm not sure why they did that. You guys are always asking me for dupes, and honestly, if I stumble across a dupe, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'm going to try and start using other combinations. Do you know what's really, really good, actually? Board Meeting from Huda Beauty, the matte lipstick. That is another, like, iconic nude lip for black babes. Also, Eartha from Oma Beauty. UOMA, that brand, Oma Beauty. Eartha lipstick, iconic lipstick. Banging as well. So if you can't get your hands on Starfish, which I'm pretty sure you can't because it's discontinued, pretty sure, Oma Beauty, Eartha and Huda Beauty Board Meeting are two excellent dupes. I'll leave those things in the description, but they're really, really good. And then I'm just using my Chem Beauty Taffy Lip Gloss. I feel like this is sold out. Kemi, if you're watching this, please bring it back. We're on our knees. We need it back. Let me even go check the website when I'm done editing this, because I need to get re-up because mine is on its last legs. But that gloss, oh my God, unreal. Why did I say unreal like that? That gloss is unreal. Let me talk to you about fragrances. Sit down. Let me talk to you about the two fragrances that are rocking my world. Kilian Angel Share. This is actually the bottle that's a collaboration with French Montana. It was kindly sent over to me by Kilian. Thank you guys so much, because I am obsessed. They sent it over with like a crystal glass and a bottle of Hennessy, which I still haven't really drunk because I don't know, I just don't be drinking. Anyway, I mixed that with Penhaligon's Cairo. Cairo to me is the only scent that matters in Penhaligon. I know other people have like all their faves, so I'm doing my posy, but let me talk to you. I'm doing my posy, but let me talk to you about my fragrances real quick before I finish doing my posy. Penhaligon's Cairo and Kilian's Angel Share. Those two are me in a fragrance mixed together. If I had to pick between the two of them, I would go for Cairo, because I just think Cairo is just such a unique, beautiful, iconic scent and just layers perfectly with everything I put it with. But Angel Share by Kilian is also beautiful, absolutely stunning. Talking about things that are absolutely stunning, this look. this is it, completed. This voiceover has not been very good, of course, but I hope you enjoyed the look. The look needed to go up whether the audio failed me or not. One thing about my God is bigger than my enemies. My God is bigger than the devil. So the devil tried to play me, but you can't play a child of God. So you guys are getting it anyway. You're getting the tutorial, getting my nails, my jewellery, my eyes, the clothes, the fragrance, everything. I hope you loved it. I promise next one will be better. You can hold me to that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.